think we're gonna keep talking about this fight, man. Going live on YouTube right now. Okay, you can join, man. I'm gonna talk to the people, man, on YouTube, man. So make sure that you guys pull up. Going live on YouTube right now, ladies and gentlemen. Story going live on YouTube right now. Yeah, yo, ladies and gentlemen, what's good? What's going on, man? You know we got to get on here and talk about the fight. You know we got to talk about Tommy Fury and Jake Paul. We got to talk. I want to hear everybody's reactions. Obviously, it's a big deal. It is crazy that it's such a big deal, you know, considering everything that we really know about these two men. But at the end of the day, marketing is marketing, and we got ourselves two big names going up against each other. I want to know everybody's reactions to the fight, man. What did everybody think? What did y'all think about the fight? Let me make sure I'm plugged up. You know what I'm saying? I don't need nothing dying on me. Okay, it looks like I'm good. Yeah. So, how does everybody feel about the fight? How did y'all feel about the performance? Matter of fact, you know what I'm saying? If anybody wants to get in here and have a few words with me, today would be a cool day to talk to y'all, man. You know, everybody can have their time to shine, pull up in here and talk to me. I'll put the link in there for anybody who wants to pull up in here and just, you know, say a few words. You know what I'm saying about the fight, man? Jake Paul versus Tommy Fury, man. Jake Paul versus Tommy Fury, man. My boy right here killed it with this comment. You know what I'm saying? Coach, Jake needs to buy your online courses, man. I agree. I think everybody should get my online courses, especially considering that I got the 50% off on top of the 50% off, okay? If you go to the website, y'all could go check that out afterwards, man. I ain't come here to sell y'all nothing. I came here to talk to you guys about Tommy Fury versus Jake Paul. But, little hint, I got a crazy super sale right now, and I would love for you guys to all take advantage of that. But anyway, back to the fight, man. I put my link in there. If anybody wants to get in here and talk to me, you know what I'm saying? I would love to hear some of y'all come in here and talk to me, man. Let's see. I'm happy he lost because he actually thinks he can beat a real pro boxer, but he just got beat by half of an amateur. Damn, man. You came at Tommy Fury a little intense there. I mean, technically, Tommy Fury is a professional. I do get what you're saying. But hey, man. Y'all think it's gonna be a rematch? Talk to me. I think it's gonna be a rematch. What's up, coach? I think Tommy Fury was celebrating like he won against some high-level opponent, but in reality, it was against a YouTuber, meaning no hate against Jake Paul. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. But you know, that goes to show you that the build-up of the fight got to him. It shows you that he was really, really invested in the build-up. You know what I mean? And what do they say about boxing? Boxing is 90% mental. 90% mental, man. So, you know, if you get invested mentally, it could psych you up. You know what I mean? And it just showed that he was super invested emotionally, mentally. And at the end of the fight, he actually said, I feel like I just won a world title. He literally said that. He said this was a world championship fight to me. Those were his exact words. So you know what I'm saying? That's literally where we're at with this. You know what I'm saying? A lot of comments coming in, so I'm just rolling through. I know I'm not getting everybody, you know what I mean, in order here, man. But I just want to say, You know what I mean? Thank you to everybody who pulled up in here. And if you said, what's up to you, man? Let me go backwards, man. We got, what's up, Coach Anthony? What's going on, champ? My boy, Joe Brown. Hey, Coach, what's up? What's going on? My boy, No Farias. What's going on? Battle Tiger Network. Yo, Coach Ant, what up? I know I'm going all over the place today, man. You know what I'm saying? My boy said, this was the worst fight ever. Nah, man. I've seen worse than this, man. I've seen worse than this. This wasn't the worst fight ever. Not at all. Damn. It's going to take away a point from Jake, though. Listen, both guys got points taken away from them. You know what I'm saying? Both guys got points taken away from them, man. I thought that the points that got taken away was gonna make the fight turn into a draw. I'm gonna be honest. I thought that the fight was gonna turn into a draw, but you know, they gave it to Tommy, man. I was actually super like surprised. You know what I'm saying? I was super surprised. Trying to see some of the points in here. I mean, some of the comments. You can't play boxing. No, you can't, ladies and gentlemen. There you go. You can't fake boxing. You can't fake boxing. All your followers, all your money, all your bullshit can't make you a boxer. That's why I love this sport. Well, I don't know if it can't make you a boxer because Jake Paul definitely became a boxer and made a hell of a lot of money doing it. And actually, I think he earned some respect, man. Y'all don't think that Jake Paul has earned his respect yet? Let me know, man, in the comment. Do y'all really think that he didn't earn his respect? I think he's respectable, right? He went 8 rounds in numerous fights. He fought former UFC champions, right? You know, he showed a gutsy performance. He looks solid. He looks dangerous. I mean, you can't necessarily just completely shit on Jake Paul. You know what I'm saying? I think that Jake Paul deserves his respect. I think that he's just not at the level that he's getting hyped up to be. But as a man, he stepped in the ring. He took on some challenges that we didn't even think he would really take on, and he looked okay doing it. So, you know, I think that Jake Paul deserves his respect. Danny Medina, yo, Coach Anthony, would you ever consider working with Tio? I feel like your style would mesh up. Yeah, I would definitely consider it. You know, I would consider working with anybody if we mesh up, like you said, and it makes sense. You know what I'm saying? I would consider working with anybody. You know, it has to make sense for everybody as well, though. Did Devin Haney leave after the first round? No, I wasn't looking for Devin Haney. I was not looking for Devin Haney in the fight. You know what I'm saying? Oh, snap. We got somebody who had the guts to press that StreamYard link.
Yo.
Yo, what's going on, man? Did you see the fight?
Nah, I ain't even catch it, but I'm listening right now.
Yeah, it was cool, man. It was a good fight, man. Tommy Fury out hustled him, I felt like, and
Yeah.
had the better boxing fundamentals.
I'm gonna make it brief, man. I was watching in the comments or whatever, man, and I'm like, listen, nobody should take away from the dude Tommy, man. Tommy actually showed up. He trained for it, and yeah, it wasn't a world title, nothing like that. But you got to remember, this dude, Jake Paul, had the star power, and yo, to knock that down and show him like, yo, this is a real sport. This is a man's sport or whatever. It should be a humbling experience for him, and to make him realize like, yo, you you still got a long way to go to get up to the top echelon. You know what I mean? Don't talk that talk if you're not about that life. And Tommy's a real one. So salute to him. Salute to what he did. Don't downplay what he did. Like, yeah, he's not a real boxer, whatever. At the end of the day, bro, he took down a major influencer that is doing buku numbers. You know what I mean? And get all the fucking respect from the game like he's been doing it forever, but he really hasn't. He just jumped into it and make a mockery of it. So salute Tommy for humbling him and putting him back down to the real world.
Yeah, man, that's a good way to look at it. I agree with that, man. I think that they're gonna fight again. I think Jake will talk his way into a fight again, and I don't know if Jake really doesn't know that, and he's just using that as his marketing strategy. I don't know, but if he truly believed that he was where he thought he was, like he really believes he could beat Canelo and all them type of guys, then yeah, I'm glad that Tommy Tommy low-key saved his life, right? It's better you lose to a guy like Tommy than to really believe your own hype and then go in there and get bodied by somebody who really, really, really is a killer. You know what I
I
mean?
agree. I agree. What I take from this is the same way Canelo lost to Mayweather, if that makes any sense. Because how Mayweather Senior said it was like, yo, Mayweather's lucky he got him now. You know what I'm saying? Early in his career, because now
Right.
this is just gonna make him better and meaner and badder. You know what I'm saying? And look at Canelo transition after Mayweather. You know what I'm saying? Now he changed his whole strat. Now he's more of a counterpuncher, super elusive. Now learned plenty from that fight. You know what I'm saying? So I think this is just gonna make him better and grow.
Yeah, I agree. Where you at, man? Look like you somewhere dope.
Oh, I'm out in Trinidad right now. Yeah, I'm in Trinidad right now. This is the end of carnival last day or whatever, so I'm just vibing right now. I'm over
Oh,
here on
it's
the
the last
balcony and
day,
shit.
and then you leaving?
Yeah, I'm flying out 5 a.m. tomorrow, you know what I'm saying? So I'm doing laundry, cleaning up, all the bullshit, whatever. But yeah, man, I had to jump in, show love. Whatever you doing, I always come through and support the kid, you know what I mean? Brother, all day.
I appreciate that, man. Trinidad look dope, man. How was it over there?
Oh man, it was a movie, bro. Every day was a movie, man. Like constant partying, back-to-back parties, man. No sleep, you know what I'm saying? Little bit. Like you see the kid right here. Look. I was doing my workouts right here, doing road workouts right here on the balcony. You know what I mean? Because I ain't had no weights or nothing like that, so I made it work.
Okay, all right. Staying consistent with the goals, even though you're having a good time. I like that.
Yo, even, bro. I didn't stray away from that, and that's a discipline. You know what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day, whether you party hard, you work out hard just the same. Don't lose your step one bit. You know what I mean? Don't get thrown off, regardless of what you do. No matter how hard you're drinking, you wake up. Guess what? I got this to do first before anything.
Hey, man, that's a good note to leave on. All right, bro. I'm gonna bring more people in, man. Thank you for
Yeah, yeah,
pulling
yeah.
up.
I'm definitely gonna be in the chat.
All right, man. Thank you.
Yeah, you're ready.
Peace. My boy Raymond, my boy Ray's World in the building. We got somebody else's. I'm proud of y'all, man. Y'all getting up in here, man. I'm proud of y'all, man. Hold on. I'm proud.
Hey,
There you go. I'm proud, man. My boy said he gonna press that link. He ain't scared to talk to Coach. What's
yo,
going on, Sam?
what's
How
up,
are
Coach
you, man?
Anthony? I'm good, man. I'm good.
So what's up, man? What you thought about the fight?
I ain't see it, but I seen the highlights.
You ain't
know,
seen the fight?
Nah, bro. Pay per view, man.
Jake Paul, man. Nah,
I gotta wait for it to be free.
all right, go ahead.
But I seen the highlights, man, and it kind of went how I thought it would go. You feel me? Just cause I've seen a lot of Jake Paul fights. A lot of his fights, he's usually been a bigger and stronger guy. You feel me? So this is like the first time he fought somebody like around his weight. And like those punches that from the highlights what I saw, they weren't doing as much damage and stuff. You feel me? Because if you box somebody, if you ever boxed before, you fought somebody like smaller than you, bigger than you, like the punches hit different and vice versa. You feel me? So I felt that was like the main factor in that. But otherwise, I felt he did like a good show. You feel me? And I also feel that that people say he's not a fighter. Like I feel like maybe a lot of y'all people never really boxed before or like did amateurs or anything. Because once you step in the ring, it's different.
Right, that's a fact.
And there's also different levels to the sport too. You feel me? Like just because you're a pro, don't necessarily mean like you're that guy. Or there's a lot of amateurs out there that can beat pros now. You feel me?
That's very true. That's very
Like
true.
even now, I walk around since COVID. I do like I meet like a lot of underground boxers and kind of spar with them and shit. And like you see these guys, they be out there getting knockouts and knockouts on like everybody, And I step with them, spar with them. It's like, okay, y'all not like y'all good against these guys, but there's levels to it. You feel me? So that's pretty much it, man.
Yeah. No, it was an interesting fight, man. Hopefully you get a chance to see it somehow. You know what I mean? Maybe you could find a link or something to watch it eventually, man. But it was a fun fight to watch. So where do you think Jake Paul goes from here?
Well, it's up to him. If he wants to continue it, he definitely can. I don't think he will get the same amount of hype now because now he fought like a real boxer and lost. Now it's like if he wins and the next step is like, okay, you're already like kind of doing it already. So I think people will be over it. Over the hype of wanting to see him lose. You feel me?
Yeah,
Almost like with Floyd, like everybody just wanted to watch Floyd lose. They didn't really care if he's actually winning. You feel me?
Right. Yeah, man. I agree with you, man. I think exactly what you said, man. It's basically up to what he wants to do. And he has some stuff to work on, man. You know, he if you would, I wish you would have saw the fight so we could talk a little bit more about the fundamental things I saw. But you know, he definitely wasn't using his jab enough. He was looping his punches. He had his head down. He was just doing stuff that was amateurish, and it showed. And Tommy Fury looked better, not necessarily fantastic, but he just looked like the better fighter. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, you have to figure that because once again, Jake usually have that reach advantage and stuff. You feel me? Like I train with my man, she's like 6'4", 6'5". Like when we're sparring with each other, he technique is perfect because he knows I can't really hit him like that. But if I match him up with somebody else who's that's like the same height as to him, he kind of like folds a little bit. You know, you get the bad habits of the amateur, like you looking away and stuff like that. You feel me? So that's also part of the experience. You know, so yeah.
I'll be looking forward to more of those videos, man. I know you be posting them up. You be posting them.
Yeah, thanks, man. I look forward to your deals, man. I'll be getting all of them slowly.
Yeah. I'll be seeing your sparring videos and stuff. Keep them coming.
Yeah, for sure, man.
My brother.
Later, man.
Thank you for putting them in here. So that's my boy, man. He be posting in the CA boxing community. He be posting his sparring, man. It's actually dope to have him come on here and talk to you guys a little bit, just so you guys know. You guys can go to the website, CoachAnthonyBoxing.com. I got a super sale right now, 50% off. On top of the 50% off, you also get enrolled to the CA boxing community where you can showcase all your training, your sparring. We do little challenges like jab challenges, and we do. I check on everybody's fundamentals. I help everybody with the fundamentals. So that's something for you guys to take advantage of. If you guys, are training on your own, or maybe you just want me to take, be the extra set of eyes to give you my point of view, my pointers, et cetera, et cetera. The CA boxing community is a great place to do that. And you will get enrollment absolutely free. All you got to do is take advantage of the super sale that I got on the website right now. It's crazy. It's like I did it last week as a pop-up sale that I was going to do for a day, but the response has been so good that I just decided to leave it until people stop appreciating the sale, and then it slows down, then I take it away. That's literally how it goes. So if you guys want to take advantage of this sale, I'm gonna leave it on there a little bit longer, depending on how the response is, and we'll take it from there, man. I would love to see your training, your journey, help you on your journey, help you with your skills. Maybe you've been training all this time on your own and you need somebody to give you some real advice. I want to be that guy for you, man. So, that alongside the courses, man, is really a no-brainer. Let's get back to the fight. Let's get back and talking to people. Let me see what my boy says. Were there any highlights you could share, Coach Anthony? Actually, no. I should have came in here with the highlights, but I got in here so quick after the fight that I didn't get a chance to download any highlights or whatever. But I'm sure they're going to be floating around I'm pretty sure they're going to be floating around the internet. Ola Anthony, did you see Tommy Fury burst his stamina in the first few rounds and being gassed later on? I do appreciate your audio visual content, blah, blah, blah. He definitely came out strong, and he came out. You could see that Tommy Fury was really trying. Like, he was like, I gotta, he wanted the knockout, right? He wanted to stop Jake Paul. It was obvious. But the problem is that he just couldn't. And, Tommy made a few errors. Like, he was overcommitting to his jab. And that's why whoever saw the fight, Jake Paul was constantly able to tie him up. They would smother each other. He would walk into some hooks by doing that. He also kept both hands low, and he'd throw the jab. He'd get clipped with a hook, right? Little fundamental errors from Tommy Fury. He was being super, super, like, you could see, like, he just wanted to, and he was letting that get into his head. And that shows that there's still a development process for a guy like Tommy Fury. He still has more to develop. He wasn't calm and level-headed enough. He didn't go to the body enough. He didn't mix up his punches enough. Everything was a 1-2, 1-1-2, 1-2, 1-1-2, occasional hook. I didn't see many uppercuts. I didn't see any body shots. I didn't see any variations of his approach, So Tommy Fury definitely showing that there is more for him to learn, and you can't force a knockout. Shit, he got dropped with a jab. He got dropped with a jab. Let's not forget, Jake Paul actually dropped Tommy Fury with a jab in the 8th round, right? So, it just showed that his emotions was getting to him, and he wasn't fully thinking things through. And this is a mental game. Boxing is 90% mental. You know what I mean? How long does the enrollment last? Right now, I don't have a limit on the enrollment for the private community, and the courses is lifetime access. So that's another advantage, right? You grab something off the website, it's yours. All right. And right now, I haven't put a limitation on the community. So basically, everything right now is lifetime access until further notice, right? That can get changed. You know, there's a lot of people who took advantage of things in the past, and when they take advantage of it, they're kind of grandfathered into that, so to speak. So, you know, don't miss these opportunities. When I give these kind of sales, Black Friday sales, the super sale I got right now is just as good as any Black Friday sale I've ever done. It's literally a Black Friday sale right now. I do that to kind of encourage people, you know what I mean, to jump on board. You know what I mean? It's like an incentive. But I don't leave it on year round, right? It's a random thing. And I don't have no rhyme or reason. Right now would be the greatest time for you to take advantage of that. Thanks for reading my comment. I do appreciate it. I appreciate you, champ. Coach Anthony, people don't realize that how that half step back is very important. Tommy Fury was doing that. Yeah, you got to control your range, man. When somebody steps in, you step back. Somebody steps back, you step forward, right? It's all about controlling range, controlling distance. And Tommy Fury understood how to do that. And he should, right? Like, he's been in boxing for a long time. He's been in boxing for a long time. He should understand this. Is your course good for absolute beginners too? 1000%. It's great for beginners. It's good for all levels, man. It depends which course you get, right? So if you get Build You From the Ground Up 1.0, 2.0, super great for beginners. The footwork drills, great for beginners. Defensive Principle 101, great for beginners. And then, you know, how to set traps and counterpunch, right? That's advanced. Angles and how to create them, that's advanced. You know what I'm saying? How to fight on the inside, how to fight on the outside, more advanced techniques, how to fight a southpaw. I mean, how to box opposite stance, which is basically, these are advanced courses. You need the beginner basics to understand that. But if you get the Master Boxing Bundle, you get it all for a ridiculously cheap price. And then when you're ready for those particular things, you already will have it. So I always encourage people to get the whole Master Boxing Bundle, but you start off, and I got it in order of where you should start and how you should progress. All right, Ben, I'm on it. Thank you, Coach Ann. Thank you, champ. How do you teach a fighter to keep his chin out the air when he's throwing shots? I mean, there's numerous ways you can constantly remind the fighter. You know what I mean? Guys who fight like this, you just tell them, bring that chin down, you know, and now they're here. You know what I mean? I've seen guys put something under a guy's chin. You know what I mean? You put like a tennis ball or something. You know what I mean? Grab some hand wraps and make it hold it here. You see what I'm saying? See, I got the hand wraps. I put it right there. And now there's Then when I take it out, see the training tool? Right? If a guy's constantly going like this, that hand wrap is gonna fall, right? So there's different things you could do, man. Different tactics you could do to try to do that. You could have a fighter constantly get reminded, or you could simply just place something under his chin. I just bought your master boxing bundle, coach. Should I watch them all and then head to your YouTube videos to add more to my game? Well, it would depend on what level you're at, John. Right? So I don't know what level you're on. Did you get enrolled to the CA boxing community yet? Just answer that when you get a chance. But I would watch whatever I need improvement on, whatever you're interested in. You know, some guys that buy the Master Boxing Bundle, they've been boxing for some time, so they already know, right? Like, yo, I want to work on angles, or I want to work on, you know, my counter punching, or I want to work on my defense, or I want to work on the shoulder roll, the Philly shell, or I want to work on my inside game. I want to work on my outside game, right? So I would suggest you go to where you are. Maybe you're a complete beginner. Well, you go to Build You From the Ground at 1.0. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I would do that. And the YouTube videos that I have, I've given out so much game over the years on the YouTube channel, but the difference between the YouTube and my courses is that the YouTube channel is just a sprinkle of information, right? So there's a lot of great information, but there's a sprinkle here, a sprinkle there, where as far as the courses, we dive into like complete explanation, details, everything you need to know is in the courses, as the YouTube videos are very informative for that particular thing, that little video. Like, I'll give you as much as I can in that video, but then it ends, because I can't obviously just do a whole course on YouTube, you know what I'm saying? And that'd be good for me, right? So what I do is I give away as much game as I can on YouTube on specific different areas. And then when you go to the courses, you dive deep into those specifics, you know what I mean? So I would say take advantage of everything I got, but don't rush through it either, because you got lifetime access. So you don't have to rush through the courses. You don't got to try to like, okay, I'm going to watch all 16 courses, in the next, 16 days, right? Like, yo, you got it forever, bro. Just take your time, go through it, work on it, drill, you know what I'm saying? Make sure that you got it, that you grasp it, you understand it, and enjoy the process. Fundamentals fights, fundamental win fight always, man. Yeah, fundamentals win fights 100%. 100%. Hold on, let me try to catch you guys right here. Coach Anthony, I only heard the fight in the radio cast from apparently Tommy had his hands down the whole time. What percentage of the time would you say he held his hands? I can't give you an answer and specifics on percentages, but what I will say is he had a habit of keeping both hands down, or that right hand down, and he paid for it. He got clipped with a couple of hooks in the fight that, he was trying to fight relaxed. Sometimes when fighters get comfortable and they get into their groove, they drop their hands, and I understand that. We got to understand there's a difference from always keeping your hands up and dropping your hands. Sometimes you always hear these people, keep your hands up, like relax. When a fighter knows what he's doing, he can drop his hands. But sometimes as a fighter, you got to know when it's not working. You know what I mean? It's okay to drop your hands if you're setting a trap, if you're trying to relax, if you understand distance, if you already felt your guy's power, you kind of can gauge certain things, you already kind of picked up on some patterns. I'm not necessarily a guy who's like, keep your hands up, oh my God, he dropped his hands. Like, nah, chill, relax, you know what I'm saying? Because fighting like this at all times isn't good either, right? Like, it's good to be here. Every once in a while, I might bring the hands down a little bit, you know what I'm saying? But Tommy Fury kind of dropped both hands here. And, you're inviting some shots when you do that. And if your reaction time isn't there, if you slip something the wrong way, you can get clipped. And he did get caught. He got caught with the left hook a few times by doing that. So I don't know what the percentage was, but it was enough that, he would probably go back to the drawing board and learn to maybe do that less, without a doubt. Also, doesn't the hands down mean you're showing off and that you're a lot better? Not necessarily. I think that sometimes it can be that. Sometimes it could be a show off thing, but other times it could be that you're trying to relax. Who you got in the Tank Garcia fight and method? I got Tank, but I got Garcia putting up a very, very good fight, very interesting fight, and I wouldn't be surprised if he won, honestly. Besides the rematch, who would you love to see next fighting? No pros outside of influence, rappers, legends, etc. Besides the rematch, who would you love to see next fighting? Non-pros out the influence circle, rappers, legends, etc. Hold on. Besides the rematch, who would you love to see next fighting? Non-pros? So are you asking me who would I like to see fighting that are not pros? You like rappers, legends? Not sure, man. That's a good question. I never really cared to see guys that aren't boxers fight each other. So I'm not too sure who I would want to see who's a legend rapper or something fight. Not too sure. That's a good question. Give me an example who you would like to see, because I'm not too sure. Like for me, I'm just such a boxing guy that I just like to see boxers fight each other. Or if you did a really good job marketing like Jake Paul did. Like I think Jake Paul deserves his credit. He did a phenomenal job getting people to pay attention to him. So since he did such a good job doing that, it was interesting to watch him fight, especially when he started to fight guys that had names like the ex-UFC fighters and Tommy Fury, whatever. So if it was going to be non-boxers fighting each other, they would have to have some sort of a dope build-up. You know what I mean? I would like to see rap beef settled in the ring. Yeah, I like that. I like that idea. I like that idea. The rappers that I remember that were beefing, I'm sure they're senior citizens damn near at this point. So, I mean, them dudes, I don't care to see. Maybe some of these younger artists, man, who's beefing, man, it'd be dope to see those guys just go in there and slug it out. Because a lot of these young kids are killing each other. A lot of these young rappers are killing each other. And, I would prefer to see them take it back to the old school, put them guns down and put them hands up, and let's see who could really handle their own. You know what I mean? That'll be dope. And that maybe will prevent, some gun violence. But again, I don't really know who the hell's beefing with each other like that. But I think that's a dope idea. Everybody go like the video. Yeah, that would be nice of y'all. If y'all could just hit that little like button real quick, like, boop, you know what I'm saying? Help me out with this, man. I haven't been getting on here as often, guys. Maybe I get on here more often if there's some more likes on there. Who wins, Plant or Benavidez? Very good fight. I was asked this question the other day. I mean, Benavidez obviously is the guy who everybody's like super high on, but I do think that Caleb Plant's a great boxer, good jab, good fundamentals, better fundamentals if you ask me, better skills if you ask me, strong enough, tall enough. So I'm gonna say that if Caleb Plant can make it to the 12th round, I think that he could win, but I do think Benavidez is going to close the walls in on him. And if he's not able to handle that, then Benavidez should be able to win. So it really just comes down to who could play their game better. So very good fight, man. Very interesting fight. Coach, you funny, laugh out loud. Keep your hands up. How do you like those aquabats compared to regular bags when you move and hit them? They're okay. They're okay. I mean, I think they're good, but I like the traditional heavy bags as well. You know what I mean? I probably like that regular heavy bags better, but the aqua bags are cool. Jake has a chin and heart, but you can't take that away from him. Yeah, that's a fact, man. Cuz, what's good? It's been a minute. Yes, sir. Big shout out to Peter Nieves. What's going on, Pete? How you doing? Facts, guns up, hands down, settle beef like men in the ring. 50 Cent versus anybody he beefed with back in the day. Yeah, I think 50 should win 99% of those situations. Actually, I don't really know who could beat 50 out of them dudes that he was beefing with, man. I think 50 probably beat them all up. I think they knew that too deep down. Even though Fat Joe did say that he was willing to fight him or something like that. I don't think Fat Joe could beat 50, man. I don't know. Can Usyk outbox Fury and get a decision? I'm not going to say no, but I'm going to say that I got Fury winning that fight. I think that Fury is just too big for him. I think Fury will dominate with his height, his reach, his heaviness, his size, basically, so to speak. And I just think that he's too much for Usyk in that department. Pause. But at the same time, I also think Fury's a hell of a boxer as well, right? So a lot of the things that Usyk tries to do, he's not going to be able to do to Fury. You know what I mean? And I just think Fury should be able to win that fight. Coach Anthony versus 8-5. Big shout out, man. Big shout out to Ocho Cinco, man. Big shout out to that guy. Guys, do activate the notification bells from the channel so we know when Coach Anthony is live. Remember, thank you, David. I appreciate y'all looking out for me because I don't even be saying this stuff. I should be saying it. I should be the one saying it. Hold on, I'm getting a little blurry here, it looks like. I should be the one saying that, but I appreciate y'all for having my back and saying it for me, man. Appreciate that. Yes, hit that bell notification. Hit that like button. Because when I get on here live, you never know, man. It can be very beneficial for you. You might have a question. You might have something that you need, and you might just get that gem just like that. You know what I'm saying? You also might get that super sale that I got going on right now, man. So anybody who wants to take advantage of the super sale, now is the time, y'all. Now is the time, man. CoachAnthonyBoxing.com. I ain't come on here to try to sell you on the super sale. The people who's been getting my emails already know. But if you go ahead and go to the website, discount code SuperSale50, you will get 50% off the already 50% discount that I got. So it's 50% on top of 50%. The Master Boxing Bundle is my Black Friday deal. It's literally 90% off. Like, it's crazy. 16 courses. From build you to the ground up all the way down the line, man. The drillers make killers. I mean, it's crazy, man. It's like 16 in-depth courses. You know what I'm saying? Over 20 years of my boxing brain, you know what I mean, digitalized for you guys to learn from at your convenience. You know what I'm saying? That's the good thing about courses, too. You can learn at your convenience. Right, it has nothing to do with, oh man, you got to do it at the schedule, man. You might not be able to train Tuesday, Wednesday. That's cool. You got the courses. You get to it when you need it. It's at your convenience. Literally, like having me as your coach whenever you're ready and whenever you can get into the gym and get it going. Plus, you get enrolled into the CA Boxing community so I can watch your journey. I can help you with your goals. I can give you pointers and tips along the way. Everything is lifetime access, guys. There's nothing that's limiting that. Eventually, that's going to change. You know what I'm saying? But for now, that's what it is. So take advantage of it now. Get grandfathered in. You know what I mean? Let's keep this going. What you think about the Wood versus Lara fight, and who would you have in the rematch? Man, I didn't see that fight, man. I'm gonna be honest. I did not see that fight. Big shout out to the people. You heard that ding. Big shout out to the people. I don't know if you're in the chat, but big shout out to the people who just purchased. Man, I had a few people just purchase right here the Master Boxing Bundle. I got the names, man. I appreciate you guys so much. I don't know if you're in the chat, let it be known. But thank you. I feel like I'm getting blurry. I'm too far. Maybe I'm too close. Let me see something real quick. Them dings, that's them Master Boxing Bundles coming through, man. I appreciate you guys, man. Coach Anthony, I wonder how much you would say that a tough chin can be developed through neck training. Do you need to be above average genetically this way or start average fine? I definitely think genetics has a role, a major role. It's kind of like punching power, right? Like not everybody's going to hit hard, but you can always hit harder, right? Like for instance, me, I can develop more power. than what I already have. But I'm also gonna reach my cap somewhere, right? I'm gonna reach my cap. Whereas Mike Tyson's powers cap might be like way up there, and my power is here. But maybe right now it's here, right? So I might be able to reach my cap if I do the right things, right? But there's ways to improve not getting knocked out, right? So one of the best ways you could avoid getting knocked out is get hit less, right? That's tip number one. Get hit less, right? Tip number two was roll with shots, right? So if someone throws a right hand and I roll with it, I'm taking steam off of the shot as opposed to if I get hit clean, right? So defense primarily is going to be the best thing to do as opposed to strengthening your neck and all that. Like, yeah, strengthening your neck, all that stuff is great. But if you really want to avoid getting knocked out, best thing you could do besides getting in top shape and everything, learning good fundamentals, everything, really work on defense so you can defend punches when they come at you. Somebody goes ahead and clips you. Somebody hits me here, clip, knockout. Somebody hits me and I roll with the shot. All of a sudden, that little roll just took a little bit of power off. So that's the things you can do. You know what I'm saying? People always ask me, how do you punch harder? Work on your form and technique. That's one of the main things you could do is work on your form and technique, right? Because if I go like this and like this, the power is less than if I be like bang, bang, right? I throw my punches right down the pipe, bang. There's more power because the form is good. You see what I'm saying? Same thing with defense. You know what I'm saying? I can take punches off if I understand defense. So I hope that helps. Welcome to the community. I appreciate that. When is Eddie fighting again? I was happy to see him back in the ring. Yeah, Eddie Chambers fought a couple of weeks ago, got himself a TKO. Guess a low-level guy, just get him his feet wet. So I don't know, man. Hopefully he fights again and he keeps it going. Started following you 2 years ago. I don't usually write in comments because I did, because you are so open to read us. You have great energy. Blessings for everybody, man. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate you for following me. I hope I'm guiding you the right way, right? The goal is to try to guide people the right way and use the internet as a tool to help guide you guys in this boxing thing and, connect with people, get to learn who people are, and get to know y'all, man. So I appreciate that. Prime Khan versus Mayweather. How does it end? I still believe Mayweather wins that fight clearly. Maybe a TKO. Why do you think Jake, who has only trained for 5 years ago, has stood up to a lifelong boxer, a lifelong boxing fighter? He's a strong kid, man. I think that training is good, but sometimes people are just strong, and he's dedicated himself. So I really can't answer that question other than the fact that he's just a strong kid. He's durable and he's determined. And sometimes that's all you need. I think neck training will help reduce the probability, but chin is purely genetic. GGG, Marvin. Yeah, absolutely, man. The chin is genetic, but of course the defense also. The defense is also the key. What's the best way to counter a cross? Check left hook, my opinion. What about Savage? I like that kid. Yeah, we're fighting April 8th in San Antonio. Raymond Savage Ford. Young fighter, strong fighter. We're getting a world title eliminator. We're fighting a former world champion in Jesse Magdaleno. He beat Nonito Donaire. The fighter that we're fighting beat Nonito Donaire. He's a former world champion. He only has one loss. I think he's 29-1. Raymond Ford is only 13-0. And big step up, huge step up, actually. But This is what it is. This is what it comes down to, man. So can't say that we're taking handouts. This will be another tough opponent for Raymond, but Raymond's built for it. Guys, go to the website, CoachAnthonyBoxing.com. Give me 1 second here. Give me 1 second here, guys. All right, I'm back. Coach, who's your favorite defensive boxer? Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather is my favorite boxer, period. But definitely defensively. He didn't neglect any areas of defense. You know what I mean? Footwork, shoulder rolls, hands up when he needed to, beautiful upper body movement, super ring IQ, man. I got Floyd Mayweather in that department. Top 3 fighters in your lifetime. My lifetime, I just gave you Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather. This is difficult, man. This is difficult because everybody else after that, is like a super battle. Everybody was good. Everybody is good. Damn, this is tough, man. We got Floyd. Shit. So difficult, man. After Floyd, it's so difficult because I feel like everybody's on that even playing field after that. I gotta think about the other two. I gotta think about that. Andre Ward definitely deserves to be on that list, and I can't say that he's not. I guess you could say Andre Ward, Floyd Mayweather, Andre Ward. This era. I'm just not a fan of Andre Ward like that, but yes, Andre Ward is definitely a good fighter. And the last guy, I don't know, man. I really don't know, man, because all them guys are even to me. Like the guys that I like, I feel like they were all like everybody could beat everybody. Like they're all talented, super talented guys, but they're all could beat anybody on any given day. So it's like it's difficult. The only standouts was like Floyd and Andre. Like they stood out. You know, Bernard Hopkins. Maybe he deserves that slot. You know, these guys stood out, but then everybody else, Roy Jones, obviously, but then he went down, right? So it's like hard with Roy because it's like we know that Roy was a standout, but then we also seen him plummet. You know what I mean? You know, with the heavyweights, we had guys like Riddick Bowe. He was a standout, but then he plummeted quick. Evander Holyfield, where does he rank, right? Lennox Lewis, where does he rank, right? The Klitschko's, where do they rank? You know, Tyson Fury right now, where does he rank? You know, you got these young guys coming up, man. They're all really talented, but they're all battling for position right now. You know, and then you had guys like De La Hoya, and you had guys, you know what I mean, that were really good, like Pernell, and guys like James Toney. You know what I'm saying? These are like all these guys were so good. It's hard to narrow it down to three because all those guys were good for different reasons. You know, and then you had the era before that I kind of got a chance to be part of, you know, which is the Sugar Rays and the Tommy Hearns and the Marvin Haglers and them type of guys. And of course, we got to add Mike Tyson in there somewhere. You know, we got to add these type of guys. So, bro, it's such a difficult question. So when I don't give you names quickly, it's because I truly just see so much talent that was just like, I can't just say him, because if I say him, then I got to say him. And then if I say him, like I can't say Bernard Hopkins and then not say Roy. I can't say Roy, but not say James Toney. You know what I'm saying? I can't say, you know, it's fucking complicated, man. It was a lot of good talent, but guys that rose to the cream of the crop that showed me everything was like Floyd. Like Floyd showed me, like he rose to the cream of the crop. Like he can literally stand over and look at everybody like, yeah, I wasn't doing what I was doing. Yeah, I was doing some good stuff, but I was doing it better than y'all. And that's why I always say Floyd, you know what I mean? Like, you know, when I look at James Toney, right? Like James Toney and Pernell, those guys had great upper body movement, but they got hit more than Floyd. See what I'm saying? Where Floyd used footwork, upper body movement, shoulder rolls. It's like, yes, Pernell was a much more flashier defensive fighter, I should say. Hold on, man. This camera, man. I should have had somebody set this up for me better. Hold up, y'all. Apologize. I am getting blurrier and blurry about a minute because I gotta sit back more. James Toney, fantastic in the pocket, but he got hit a lot. Pernell Whitaker, fantastic with upper body, can get low, can do all types of flashy stuff. He got dropped, you know, he got clipped. He got hit more than Floyd. Okay, Floyd barely got hit. You can count on two hands out of 50 fights how many times you've seen Floyd get hit clean. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, we can't take it away from him, y'all. We just can't. We just can't. You know what I mean? Coach Anthony, can I post a new video in the community? What kind of question is that, man? Of course you can. Of course you can. Did you get in the new community? Because you know we're in the Facebook group now. Yeah, you got to get in the Facebook group because that's where we're at, man. Message me on Instagram and I'll send you the link. Even if you got to make a Facebook just for the community, just make one up, man. Make up a Facebook and then join the Facebook community because the Facebook community is growing, man. It's a lot more activity in the Facebook community than you know, the regular community. I started off with the community that was on the platform, but I noticed that people were just like not being as interactive as I wanted them to be. But the Facebook group is doing really well. I know I skipped some of these questions, so I'm trying to go up and read some of this stuff. Trying to make sure I get everybody. You've asked this question a few times. Best counter for a gazelle hook. Okay. So the gazelle hook, for those who are unsure, right, is kind of like, you know, like that David Tua punch, right? Where guys will go down and then they'll come up with the hook, right? They'll jab to the body, feint, and then shoot the hook. So to counter that, there's two ways you can counter that. You know what I mean? You can actually hook with them as they're shooting their gazelle. As I come up and I go to shoot, my gloves in place, bang, I could shoot the hook at the same time, right? Where they say, don't hook with a hooker. I could shoot that hook at the same time, bang, and then I could slide out. I could slide to my left if I'm fighting a righty, right? Righty throws that gazelle. I don't bite on it. I just keep my hand in position, catch it, and then shoot, or I could shoot at the same time. You know what I mean? That's one counter that you could do. You can also try to stop that gazelle before it gets started, right? A guy might go like this, and as soon as he goes like that, bang, you shoot that right hand over the top. Timing game, though. You're playing the timing game now, because if you time that wrong, he could shoot up. You know, so you can also pop a jab, bang, stop it before it starts. Different things you could do. You know what I mean? But the main thing about the gazelle is you don't want to fall for the trap. The trap is to get you to drop your hands. That's the trap, right? When I go here and then when I go like this, that's to get you to do this. So once I get you to do this, you're sitting duck, right? Because that's when I can go whoop, bang, got you. So you don't want to do this. So the key is don't fall for that. So keep your hands in place. He feints slow. Listen, this is the crazy thing about the gazelle hook. When you follow the fundamental rules of boxing, it's harder to get hit with these shots, because look, if somebody throws a jab to my body, right, my hands are in position, right? This is my right elbow. You jab to my body, that's how I'm supposed to block a jab to the body. See what I just did? So if I'm in position, now look where my hand is. Still in position, right? But what happens is people throw the jab to the body, and what do people do? They go to parry the jab to the body. So when they go to parry, that's when the exposure is there. See what I'm saying? But if you just kept your hand in position when he throws a jab to your body and you just go like this, and then he goes to fake you out and throw a hook, you just bring that phone to the ear and you're good to go. Bring that phone to the ear, right? Catch that motherfucker around your glove, bang, come back with your own hook. See what I'm saying? Coach, aren't there situations when you are on the front foot and they are on the back foot, dependent on your opponent and the adjustment you also have to make? Also, where do personal styles come into play? Of course, there's always times that you're going to go on the front foot, you know? There's always times that you're going to go into all three. I got a video on YouTube called Positions. I made 2 videos on it called Positions, right? You got position here, right, in the middle, right? Then you got that position where you're on your back foot. Then you got your position where you're in the front foot, right? So if I'm here, and this is position 1, this can be position 2, and then this could be position 3. And you're going to utilize all 3 positions based off what you're trying to do. If I'm starting right here in the middle, position 1, right, I can hit you with every shot. I can block, right? And I can simply go to this position if I want to go to your body, if I want to load up with hooks. And I can go to this position if I'm slipping shots, if I'm setting up.
It's 20 hours.
If I'm defensive, I'm shoulder rolling and dropping. So it just depends what I'm working at that particular time. But yes, you're gonna use all the positions in boxing. Glad that helped, champ. Glad that helped. Yo, coach, what do you think about Arthur Beterbiev? How about him against Bivol? I think he's proven, man. That guy can hit. He's scary. He got that scary fighter, you know. He got that scary power, you know. He's that fighter that you're like, man, you know. So I think that him and Bivol's gonna make for a very good fight because they know of each other. I think they fought in the amateurs. Bivol got a very good defense. I don't think he's intimidated. He beat Canelo. I think that Beterbiev is a little bit sloppy, but he could punch very hard, very hard. Makes for a great fight. Tyson and Wilder are hinting it could be a fourth fight. What are your thoughts? I think Tyson will win again. I don't want to see them fight anymore, though. I'm gonna be honest. Best thing for boxing, not so charming champions. Less people want to beat them and take up boxing. Less people gatekeeping, making it less fun to watch. I don't know, man. I do think the boxers definitely need to show more personality and market themselves better so more people could want to watch the game. So yeah, I agree. You know what I'm saying? There should definitely be something done. Like champions should definitely be a little bit more showmen. They got to remember that they're entertainers, not just fighters. Coach, if you had to choose, who would you train? I'm already training who I would choose. You know, I got Raymond Savage Ford, 13-0. We fight April 8th against a former world champion. You know what I mean? I'm very happy with that kid. He's listening, he's learning, and he's hungry, and he's determined. And that's it, man. You know, I don't look around and say, oh, I wish I trained that guy or I wish I trained that guy. You know, I want to come in and help the fighters that, you know, want to learn from me, who want the advice that I got to give them. I'm not looking to jump on bandwagons or anything like that. So for me, I don't have a choice. Sorry, you know, that's disappointing, but I don't have a choice. I choose who I believe I can help in real time, you know, whether that's a professional fighter or somebody like you who signs up to my, you know, my online courses, my master boxing bundle, or comes into the community and wants to learn from me. You know what I mean? It's all the same thing for me, man. Trying to see you, trying to go back up and down, guys. So bear with me now. Tank is a mini Tyson, in my opinion. Yeah, he is, man. He's a mini Tyson with more outside skills, more slick skills. Tyson was really good at slipping and ripping and sliding like this, but like Tank is more like, you know, he can shoulder roll and he could punch off the shoulder and he can also crack. And he can come get you if he got to. Coach, what you think about Montana Love and his sparring? I didn't see it. I didn't see his sparring, man. But I know Montana Love personally. He's a nice kid. He has a lot of skills, a lot of talent. So big shout out to Montana Love, but I didn't see his sparring. Yeah, fighters need to be more entertainers than role routers. Look at Hagler or Eubank. Favorite division right now to watch as a fan of the sport or to a new boxing, but don't know which division to watch. The lightweight division. Right now, 135 pounds. You got Devin Haney. You got Gervonta Davis. You got Shakur Stevenson. You got Teofimo Lopez. You got Lomachenko. You got Ryan Garcia. So just the extreme talent in the 135 division is just stacked. And then you got a lot of guys on the come up that are entering the division too, you know. So, you know, I just think that 135, man, like if you're looking for some action, that's the division. Good question. Every division is deep right now, coach. Yeah, I agree, but I don't think any division is deeper than the 135 division, bro. Like the best fighters in boxing are in 135. Like simply Gervonta Davis and Shakur Stevenson being in the same division. Devin Haney and Shakur Stevenson being in the same division. Ryan Garcia is fighting Tank. You know, Teofimo Lopez and Lomachenko. I mean, that's just a stacked division, man. Them guys right there, bro, they're the best boxers in the game. I mean, the only other division that has boxers that are on that level is welterweight, and we're talking about Spence and Bud Crawford and Jerome Boots Ennis and Virgil Ortiz, but they're not fighting each other like that. My bad, y'all. Okay, 1 second. Yup, sorry about that. Little technical difficulty. Little technical difficulty. I gotta figure out why that keep happening, y'all. So appreciate y'all patience. Besides Mayweather, what defensive style would you recommend a new boxer to study? Just a traditional hands up, elbows in, chin tuck. You know, guys like who right now keeps his hands up well. You know, guys like Terrence Crawford, Shakur Stevenson. Um, you know, guys who understand to keep their hands up technically, understand range. You know what I mean? Back in the day, guys like Winky Wright, you know, just guys who understand to keep their hands up, right? Like, you know, you're talking about slick fighters like James Toney and Floyd and Purnell. Those are very slick, talented fighters, guys that can use upper body movement and shoulder rolls and everything else. But, you know, keeping your hands up right here and just catching, you know, closing up when you need to. You know what I'm saying? That's also a skill. And that's really more realistic for most people, where the shoulder rolling and the slipping and all of that is a little bit more of a challenge for the average man to do. So, you know, anybody who keeps their hands up, elbows in, man, to me, that's solid defense. Now, serious question while you come back. All right, let me know, champ. Being a taller guy with long reach, could I play my style as a peekaboo in the pocket, even though people normally would S-list boxer with height? S-list? Not sure what you mean, but I'm assuming that you mean, a taller fighter should always fight at range. No, you can go inside. I mean, an old fighter who used to do that was who passed away, rest his soul, was David Chico Corrales, right? He was tall for the lightweight division, 6 foot, 6'1", and he went inside and he knocked a lot of guys out. You have to remember though, it makes life more difficult. Like, unless you're packing like a super knockout punch like Diego was, it makes life more difficult. And our job is to try to make life easier, right? Like, that's what we want, especially as fighters. We want to make life easier. So, can you do it? Absolutely. Should you do it? Maybe, maybe not. Because if you're fighting somebody that can punch and you're going inside, now you're putting yourself in range to get knocked the hell out. And why would we do that if we're the taller guy with the longer reach? Why would we do that? Now, with that same thing being said, there may be opportunities for you to go inside and be able to beat a guy on the inside for whatever reason. And you may want to be able to explore those options. That's why I always tell people to learn everything. Learn how to box on the inside. Learn how to box on the outside. Learn how to counter punch. Learn how to use the shoulder roll. Learn how to keep your hands up, because you want to be able to adjust. A great fighter adjusts to the situations in front of him. But to put it in your mind that you're just going to go inside and I'm going to be an inside fighter, that's the same thing as saying I don't keep my hands up. I only use the Philly shell or a shoulder roll. Like, why? Why would you label yourself like that? Don't label yourself. Use the tools that you need to use for the situation that needs to be used. You know what I'm saying? You want to be an all-around guy. You don't want to be the guy who can only do one thing, a one-trick pony. And you definitely become a one-trick pony if you're a tall guy and the only thing you want to do is fight on the inside. That's really not the smartest decision to do. You got to think, Mike Tyson fought the way he did because he was 5'11", fighting guys 6'4", 6'5". You didn't see Mike Tyson backpedaling and using the jab and trying to fight like Muhammad Ali, because that would make his life more difficult. That would make life more difficult. He had to do what was best for him, which was close the distance. So why would a taller guy want to fight like Mike Tyson? You should be looking more at the guys that beat Mike Tyson. You should be looking more at the guys who beat the shorter guys. Those are the guys that you want to emulate. It's great to be a fan. It's great to be a fan, but that doesn't mean that that's the man you should be. Oh man, I really appreciate how Mike Tyson fought and I love it. But for me, that doesn't necessarily work. I really appreciate how Floyd Mayweather can slip and shoulder roll, but that doesn't necessarily work for me. I got to keep my hands up. That's okay. You see what I'm saying? Don't let wanting to be another man mess you up. Don't be the next best somebody else. Be the best version of you. I hope that helps. Any advice for fighters cutting weight and the hunger pains kick in? Man, keep some handy protein. Keep some handy protein, and try to eat a little bit of protein. Don't try to stay away from the starchy snacks and the easy foods, like stuff that's gonna raise your insulin levels and stuff like that. You just want to keep some chicken around, something like that. Some real food though, real food. Like, so cook up some chicken breast, something that if you really need a quick piece of chicken, you can just eat it, kill that hunger, and keep moving. All right. I do understand. Got your tips, and I will check out Chico Corrales. Love your answers. All right, champ. Thoughts on 52 blocks? I don't know much about it. I know I've seen it growing up in New York City. That was something that a lot of guys would talk about. But I'm I'm highly confident that the traditional way the boxers block is superior to that. And no disrespect to anybody doing 52 blocks, but um I just think that the way the boxing methods of catching punches is simpler, easier to do from what I've seen. But maybe somebody can educate me on 52 blocks. But I just think that boxing is superior. Love that advice. Yes, sir. Good luck cutting weight. Facts. I know you know, Pete. Chicken or tuna packs. Yeah, anything that's gonna kill that hunger. I don't know why this keeps happening to me. I don't really get it. I don't get it. I don't get this. I don't know why my camera just keeps cutting out. Don't know why. So I gotta go ahead and figure that out. But listen, guys, man, I appreciate everybody, man. We've been here for a minute, man. I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here, man. Don't forget to go ahead and use discount code SuperSale50 and get 50% off on top of the 50% off. Also, you get all my courses, enrollment to the CA boxing community. If you go ahead and grab the Master Boxing Bundle, which is basically my Black Friday price, I'm gonna let that rock a little bit longer. And I'm gonna let that rock a little bit longer, and hopefully you guys take advantage of it. I hope to meet everybody who just signed up in the community. I'm gonna have some new challenges for those of you guys who are in the community this week. Be on the lookout. I want to say thank you to everybody who pulled up in here, and that's it, man. I want to say thank you again. Look after yourself, coach, and everybody else. Thank you. Peace.